we esanse ene eyeda etoso aduonu enkono mfinhye mpinu echi aduonu num aka meeting dunsia na nonson abo ene ye benada enenti esese yisaya kronfo ene asisifo ne wonu mu omudi yamim esokon enenti ene ye efan etoso mienu ye de kasebo na bremu awie no ye second and our next segment ye scam alert Intiana fraud alert ma woni enna ho no bi enwia ti a certified fraud examiner was a professional crime investigator Ransford Nana Adekye waba na no ne woni ama miensa ene ye nya ambo so bi statement Bawku bi ana akosem bi odi baaye ene ene ye tena ho a nti ene no ye be kan visa fraud no obi copy visa na bank statement or dey nti visa bank statement fraud obi copy visa na ohia bank statement no ntimi ye kana na bi pa na ode kwa omo embassy for no so omo be verify omo be hu na hu abansem na account run nso e no mo ye ne sen afi o si bibi the money mole eno so ye bedi ehu enkomo nti ansa na no ye nhye hu kran na afi ye wia na ye didi aka aye no enidi so saa ede amamu abra wunu aba mama yakonama ene brada Nsroma tena adwamu yi ye mu bebre no obi eye yade na ha yen na ye ya gisi ya kan si nipa nani mpendwan se asemasi obenti nana ade a wo ye me ya pa na wo ka se nana no onim so ye o ya onimo nani dane ho empen bebre no onim ni a oye na so ogitum saa mekusa ne se de ne be ya amawo ensesa hwe enti woni abere a wo hwehwe se nipa ye oye me ade ya me pese me kama ni hu pese oti ase me pese ohun sei onim si woni mu so obewi ase no na fe akoye nchiremu dwiri ebi kura besan de ntokwa aba e de amanso beba afe na akoye nsem se hwanya wo hwa unza to da we ya say na me kura menya ya mananka na me kura me kobisa ye den. So why are you bent on letting the person or the people who hurt you get to know that they hurt you? And who says they don't know? They do. For all you know, they did it on purpose. It was intentional. You letting them know that they hurt you would not change anything, my dear. Just accept that it is part of life and move on. It will not bring you anything. Some people don't know how to say sorry. In fact, it is not part of their vocabulary. They were not trained to say so. And some people know, but they wouldn't, because then it will not let them be who they think they are. They thrive in your head. They thrive in your negativity. They thrive in your depression. Why give them that upper hand? Don't. For your mental health's sake. They hurt you, and so wouldn't you move on? Shouldn't life continue? I want to tell the person, I want to see the person face to face and tell them they hurt me. What next? So they admit, will it change anything? The harm has been done already. Move on, and move on. Nti, obi aye wade e mani titiro, ye ho ade pa. Awafo no, ode beto ho. He ya mfie du, mfie num. Ti mema ne ye pa wo se. Emade asema edi 10 years ko bekwa konyane aba na eche se wunya mfa nche wu movie on ti uka che ni se na nanu wo ye me ade sei no eye me ya pa obi kura de obesia kan ma na hyew mo enti de me na me ye bema na me ye sister enti wa musa na nkade ni besie wa nko kan che ni se miwura na anu ade a wo ye me ya e ko mi dede mi zigizaga mu a onimu o onim sa de oye wo no eye wo ya nti nsan nko ma ne nko biri wukro nsan nko ma ne nko kan wo chire wankasa ye wo ho adru. That is what I believe in. Work on yourself. Don't bother about them. For some of them, that is the food they eat, that is the water they drink, that is their lifestyle. Why do you want to be like them? They don't care. They know they are hurting you. It gives them some pleasure. It gives them some joy. Let them have it. But you, don't worsen your situation for your mental health's sake and go back to them and say, you hurt me. What change will it bring? And say, move on. men konko ha ho ko kan chen se na nanu ade a wo ye me enura ade a wo ye me asema wo ka che mi ensema akoka wo machi no matini nyina ahye me pa no ahwewa no aka se inzidie sisa nso a wo bere chira no asan kora akoye de chen sa otia na fa na epi then you go. Thank you. Don't be going about in life being hurting and then not enjoying life and not being happy and letting people steal your joy. Don't. Nana machia.
Sister Yaya.
Now what to say?
Nyame adom.
Na edwuma mu nso e.
Nyame adom boko.
Visa bank statement fraud, money mole. Now no can Visa bank statement fraud no. Makokra bi frame me. Eno si ya yesi mu kan Visa ho asem nam si o nana na ye bank statement won si eno so ehia me pa o enam si ye boso kekempo ya kan wi enti o kan Visa bank statement fraud eno so ye de
ya se ye ka Visa bank statement fraud as a dream kwan so ankrofo fa se na mbe o menya bank nkrata a bank account na statement ade bi asa okwa akopɛ krata di tu kwan boni friend Visa na na embassies no omo ba hwehwɛ so sika sem muti sen nipa ben na wo ye so okosa akro no akotena kwan so akobisa sika na se o bi di asemba wa betumi ahwɛ wo nti kwan bebre so ankrofo bi fa ade yo madwin so betumi ebu embassies ne say US or say UK or say Germany and say on bepe krata bia emfi banko
okay
ana say krata bia nkrofo bi ye no olore kwan so na omo de akwakoda da embassy for no
I see
na ade bia have papa bi say nipa bebre no ye je omo sika dikwa na embassies ne so bi wo ha so the krata no kona krata no endimu anasa nya no kre na mfi bank ankasa
okay
omo nka hwenkyere wo eno answer they refuse you the visa omo ma obesa akoto form asankoto abium nso no ya blacklist we fi se maybe ni ade baaye no na dwiri mom ni ade baaye no na enye papa nkofo bi wo lorry kwan so a omo nhyehyɛ kiosk mu from connection men
okay
a chezo mo de ombe hye obo se jani aka nyina mom ombe per statement amount ya nada
ebi mo so be ka se omunya ma omo de come and
obenya de akode
okay
na mu so de be kwa ye be ma Visa no so ya asem foforo omo ya ne ma be se miensa na edikan omo tumi pe nkrofo foforo statement na omo yi omo din efi ho na omo de udin ahye ho na omo de akwa embassy se embassy ni hu pome unzo wo sika na ya embassy for no ya na omo ya interview no ye training omo pa o
okay
omo hwe oho no ye bia wo de bae
sa nkwala na ya fi se omu ni mo
omo hwe oho no ye bia wo de bae na se omo hwe sika wo se wo account mu na so omo ni udi nkomo Bawku mienu ma example ye hwe se wa statement ade akọ na obi etua 400,000 cedis egu account mu
okay
ye hwe enima 400,000 ejuma be na ya 400,000 ba beto account mu until when you forge those things one they are able to tell through their interviews and their review ade bi o ma ya che they review statement a lot so they are able to see inconsistencies
okay
and maybe because our meeting be they had concerns about send your fraud no statement omo they were fraud do a wom
okay
nti ekohia ase ekwa akodi nkomo na omo bisa asem bi say nti ya ankrofo no omo nim say ye beba bank wa ba bisa na ana me kan say ene no cross ye catch amanfo say o the statement no kwa embassy a omo besa ba bank ho na ba bisa say statement yi efiri mu ha na mo na mo de maaye sa sika na wa account mu ana
okay
nipa bebre na anim first thing ya na connection men ya ne say obi kro ni account bi akra o bank bi no na yakope statement na ye di ahye nti ebi wa ha embassy for no beba bank no nipa we kro ni account kra wo ho so the statement akodu embassy e de kwa akoma ne visa
nti enye ti se ebia ya epe visa but ya ni bank account no nti nana de nana ya wokura sika nim nana de ni sika wom nti bia meko bank ho no ma ana connection man de obeye ni so obefa obi genuine bank account na o de mimidi no ahye so
o di ahye so nti ene ne abobe se 1.2 million amount so de betu kwan na se kodu embassy ho a embassy for no e wo kwan a o de call back to the bank.
Okay.
Na bank for na say ya kuna ma ya say sika 7 million dan account mu. Account number e wo bank ha na, that's the first question.
Okay.
Ye ni bank account bia sika say wo ma account number this say din say wo so.
Okay.
No mo de somewhere na my embassy no. And one so kwa catch us sorry visa na e ma. Okay. Ebi mu so wo ha especially UK for ne there. Yeah. Who yes I don be ban no 10 years. On be trauma we hu say ade a we ye hu. If you na rekọ untumi nko UK for the next 10 years. Inti connection man bi di wanim. Na se okoma osa nkrata ni bi. Na ye tu ahyimu anase ye de obi din ahye so a you restrict yourself from future travels.
So ye tu hyimu a wo account ne ye wo dia wo ye example first example no wo na account ne ye wo dia no won so asotwe bi wo ho ma ana won so da che ko sa embassy ko pevise be ye dia ma wana
ya kwesi ye me the pass we bisa nipa na account ne ndia kwa bi onim ho hwe if you say me the media mo obi say genuinely ombo amene emfa nkope nkrata ene ode akoya ma obi foforo.
Okay.
Inti ato de bi kra sa nipa no kra ne dimpo ni so anasa account na ma ne kra ni so yentumi ntresi nipa akro obi de da ha ne ya pepa ne adu din ahye so.
Okay.
First na ya dwen so PDF de anka ne so obe
alter no be ye
din so see the PDF editor ho.
Oh, I see.
Oh, very very easy. Into who crack bi na dwen so PDF na we de PDF untumi edit a omo edit de bia. Inti de dika ye nkrofo na omo ni account wo bank bi so ne de omo din akoho se omo nkoje visa.
Okay.
Na etoso mienu aye nkrofo a omo ankasa wa account ho. Na mum account no so no. Sika bi a oni ne de bi atohye mu amane se wo se sika no.
Okay.
Now sometimes if your embassy na me hu bia it's poorly done. Bonze ni pay ebi o ha Monday onya 6 million. Tuesday onya 1 million. Oba total na be say 12 million. Emma no. Iti embassy ni be hu say sa krata we a ye de abey. O hwe nim kra nti say o bank no because calculation in yeden.
Insisi so. Okay, nana yemfa no genuine one. Ebia nana de ama ya mfa nkope visa. Echire ya nso adane de ama Kevin. Eno so ebetimi the problem aba.
Ebetimi the problem aba. Ne wo mu ne se nhwehwemu bia ba na se ye kwa akwachi nipa na ya se wudin wo so no de ye be fro at least uba be you ho ano.
Okay.
But okase mu ne ye Criminal Offences Act obi bi e friend aiding and abetting. Se yen okra na oye na se enamoso obi o se wunnim dia e no mo awi aye no mo de call ye dia ene wo ho so eno kra no they will be charged for stealing in addition to their previous charges. Na se wa wunnim hu bi na wa ma ho kwan se mo mfa me statement yi na mo nsa kire mu na mo mfa obi din hye so nko ne de e ba wo so ho be kire.
Okay.
Ya ba ku bi o mo ye pa eno de na eze omo account ni ye genuine nipa ni din na wo so no ebu in account omo sese sika gumu saa se na ebe ye be kire se oye den ono so no o sika kakra no
okay eno onye withdrawal oye deposit nko ti bia be 3-6 months no deposit nko a tinana fa osika ibo me botiana me phantom account mu ne mu nyedru Kevin fa wo de bra na se fa wo de bra saa
eno no I numbers na edin so mo be sa type no because so wo hwa sika no ebe mu ntu ko bank na akobisa bibia e woso bia no figures e woso nyina no correct pepepe.
Okay.
Na mo ne wo mu ne ye omo de omo sika no tutumu man krofo no omo wi omo ta de dwane pa it will be catch us me kwa ko pay Vincent fa sika be farm account mu kakra na nyame ye madom na se me kope visa ni via ya ebi mo nya visa de nkrofo sika edwane
or the better tickets kakra
or the better tickets afi wo frɛ na enko na the WhatsApp na efrefrew enti so obi be catch us so fa sika be from account mu kakra na me ntu my account mu nya fe na me nkofa nkonya visa eya no aye ahwe yie
say no so yen kan kire obi ayem nim no sa
ya edumodwuma mo ye no
oh really
obi wo ha shop attendant ye discuss man so fan to account mu e wa adwuma mu nti ono so be do percentage say ma me be say 5000 ya me fesika no ntum ma
e wo Ghana ha me ka say no de ye ka kire manifo obi a wunim no say obu am na me build them account na me
fa ebi mo fa ya de
okay
nti ebi wo ha shop bi e wo ha ye disika mo obi ko to omodwuma account mu sorry otumi ne hihye wo so okwa afato me de enum kakra ebi abe say 3 months time ne a transfer ba
okay
na say sika na nsa mma baaka ya na no abeda ne nsem bebre na bank for no man den e no me hu amane nti ya ne tofa nyina ne say so obi ka kire wo say UniBank account ana bank account mu nyefe no no abepe bank statement amount de akoje visa ya boni hu obeji usika na edi embassies no omo ko banks no ho ko bi so omo pepe se krate ya edi abai hwemu hwese sika ene din e wo so ene account number ene sika dodo omo se wo mu no eno na wa account no mu ana
okay
na bank ni hwemu na sanye no kra omo ka tro omo se da bi enye no kra
obi ai bi a wo ne ye adwuma te se shop for yi obetimi afa wachi akwakoji statement e wo wachi ana ebi a obi shop attendant ana say obi account person accountant ono hwe nipa ni sika so ana ode okoye deposit no obetimi a request for statement na ma bank ne so di amano
dabi
okay
bank nipa o sign so no nipa no ya mani tumi so tumi sign krata o bank ono na obetumi make official request
okay
nti mi ote store ano de there is no way e was ono no ye den otumi be bisa for statement and in krata so de kwakoye we na to de bi omu wi akoma nkrofo ne ona na se dwumewura na nkasa krata o de aba beto ho no na ebi ana o ma wi aye copies ama nkrofo no makotu bi ahyem
okay
nti ya enfa kwan we su ne nkan chetie for se na edikan se obi ba na obeka kire se fa osika bi fa na account mu ma no na mfan copy visa hu se hu sunsanso e den e wo ho
okay
ochina bi na sa asemba na sa nipa no odi na account ni kodi bone ya me hu bi da FBI efi amanone abakro mu ha ye de handcuff egu nkrofo so mso mi de obeka kire me se me fa sika bi mfa na account mu no mfa nko e den en copy visa
okay
so bone because was account nu ma oso hu be kire
okay
nti ya hwe ni ye ni atoso mienu me ma ye ndwen se embassy fo no omo no sebe omani mwe a ubetumi akope pepe bia kekede obi din ahye so de aba beje visa omoko bank no ko bisa bank fo no
money mo nso ye de here
ya asebi ameka na mera ho kakra fi se
I see
the story behind it mami bia ahoho bi betena ne fie
okay
omo be high ne dan na ahoho ne ka kire ne se omo time also omo tuedu na omo renew rent ninti no omo pese omo bra bi sene omo sika na mum omo ni account omo de be receive sika no inti oledi na wedi be 70 years no man account emfa ne krata bank account details enye de omo na ne bra ne mfa sika ne mfem na omo nyi bi mfentua rent no say ya anka wedi anka nya asem money
yeah
so lady yes na account details in my boys here omote na apartment mu e ma ne sign throw check a omode be yi sika ne bibia ya ye wo ha na yete se yakọ hack bank bi e wo I think say Canada am a movie sika across countries na sa oledi na account no e ka account e receive sika no inti a police for any Interpol for eba kromu abeche maame abrewe oman mu ha
I see
inti ya what is money moves nkofo bebre de oma account ma nkrofo edi dwuma omo nim se de kodi bone na ze wo no sabe why it say jimi bi a ye use you de wadi bone ahokyere ba wo na beba so
na dan na wutimi de wo account number so masa ananipa no so no sabi on say onyimi ye se on ma story a ebeye de
exactly ensem no mo kan ya so wotena se dwen ho a onye obi a wote sa na ma we ase aya omo de obeto asemu na omo tonton ade kaya ye ni nema nkrofo ekobo mo bu account ede card ni nema mo di bone no edo so ba ko hwehwe mu na no so mi de me wa na nkofo bi ba se ye bepa adwuma ama ye ntini enko bu account
okay
ne yemfa ehun nkrata ne ye den emmerem na say no ne betua ye ka ayeden atum nti usually no for you to be a money moon eto de bia they prey on your vulnerability bia wo pa adwuma bi yesi ko bu account na fa nkrata abre
okay
ti sa account no na be mo say a money moon account no oni su tumi bia nkrata e di yisika ne ho card e de ko ATM nyina ewo bi fufuro ho ono no de ne se ye de ni din keke na eden
obi fufuro enye nipa na obi account ne ho nti uko bie ba ye na ya gibi
ya je ho nkrata
okay
se SMS alert na bibia na ma de ma wo share so kra ye o na ma nti de o ti ho sa ne abechew se account ya wo bank he ya ye de ye say ni police hwehwem nti ye de wo ko ya uyi wo anu o bebia enye ye because within ID card with signature ene wo so una wo call bank ko buye na mum nkrofo ama akwa ko buye sa account eme ye de use edibone ya uyi wo anu a enye ye nti memfa sa akwa we so nkantre tiefo se fa bank account ma me fa momo na mama me na memfa sike bi mfem obi send me sika ya yenyai sike bi e be fa account ma na be fa momo na ma bi na ho aso tweba na abeji
na nso ya na nkaboa ye ne anya careful kakra che say obi mu abobosia enti se o si o me send because o de fan to we mu enti so ni second number o be ka so ma me fa me nua idie ma o ma me fa obi die ma o na fa fam enti e bi okoji ni nua ne number na obi o ne to say o jack ma bobosia o momofo no wo ti send me scared for me enti fa account ana say o number ma me na me fa o momo number me fa nji me momo bia obeka say ehwe na eche wo UTV say obi se fa omumo number mama ya na omumo number mama jiska emfamma hwe yie
enti ya se asemba wo hu na se yahwehwe ma nsem ni bi o na ka obi abeka so se we say die meni minua meni mechiriba na ye this ode yadi obi sika fa na kama because na me pin e bi a me refi na e fa ono ne dim ya no ko chechire ma obi abeti ase obi ni nua
okay
so what ase obi ni ne maame eno de is do fa na so obi wo area no abebo up no se kokoko yes ene me 30,000 bi from amano nti mesrew me ni Ghana card am de bebu account ana se me ni momo nti mesrew me emfa to de no so na me yi ma na yi ma me ya se the foul account man na so momo so na sa asem bi ba see ko wie obi o see ko kidnap obi na agi sika and that is what kidnappers use a lot
okay
to disguise their traces what they do ni say sika no omo nje mfa omo account so an momo so na obi ehun say me na ebeje nti wu na e ba beche no no ayi sika no no akodi hu bone no enya hu fa so no ko
the better so next week in an ibeda sipa nebnada no pay Ransford Nana Adujenia a certified fraud examiner and a professional crime investigator intene yatimoni mu na se anya na je say do aye kwanso dwan wo no wo de wo na wo koji sika ne ba say mu fa no say no so dwan yo say nantwi o onu no o hu nhania bro na o tutu aburo no na je say wo tutu obre am obi adi tima woni na ho afei ohia visa pacho o bank statement no ene wo hu say dia esese wo pe no enyai ma wo connection mine nko an say connection mine say ntie bia wo visa no kra ye bounce wo no bisa say na wo ye denya statement de ko obeka say jai bibia ma me jai ma no sesen yo ti anya na che say no so no stone boy kai wan kasa o jejirije wo ene ye kwa ba ye kwa pa yebeto aso.
To note that these criminal activities were uncovered after the revocation of license of UniBank and the subsequent appointment of a receiver by the Bank of Ghana. Consequently, the charges of fraudulent breach of trust, money laundering, among others, were brought against Dr. Kwabena Duffuor and some 7 others. I'll say 7 now because you know what happened. There were 8 others. There were 9 accused persons. But when this Attorney General assumed office, he freed
men and women.
1 doctor.
In March this year, the lawyers for the UniBank directors and shareholders approached me with a proposal of their clients' intention to settle their indebtedness to UniBank. In response, I convened a meeting on the 25th of March with them, representatives, and the receiver of UniBank, Mr. Ni Amano Dodu. At the meeting, it became obvious to both parties that a reconciliation of UniBank's account with the Bank of Ghana should be conducted. Therefore, I authorized the receiver to engage in the reconciliation exercise with them to determine the full scope of UniBank's exposure. I directed that the parties adopt a holistic approach that combined liabilities under both the criminal proceedings and the ongoing civil proceedings because they were obviously interrelated, in order to reach a unified resolution that will bring closure to all related matters. The objective was to assess the feasibility of a comprehensive settlement. The charges in the criminal case against the accused persons involved a total amount, and this is very important, a total amount of 1.2 billion Ghana cedis, not 5.7, as is being bandied about from certain quarters whose names I would not want to mention. Whilst the civil case involved a total exposure of 5.7 billion Ghana cedis. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the media, if you conduct your research in the High Court, you realize that the receiver subsequently amended the writ of summons and the statement of claim and revised the civil liability down to 2.8 billion Ghana cedis. Okay? So that is on record. That's a public record, and whoever wants to contest this is at liberty to go to the High Court and then, do so. It is important to state for the avoidance of doubt that the total exposure in the criminal case is part of the total civil case exposure. In other words, the
UniBank was rendered insolvent. It is instructive to note that these criminal activities were uncovered after the revocation of license of UniBank and the subsequent appointment of a receiver by the Bank of Ghana. Consequently, the charges of fraudulent breach of trust, money laundering, among others, were brought against Dr. Kwabena Duffuor and some 7 others. I'll say 7 now because you know what happened. There were 8 others. There were 9 accused persons. But when this Attorney General assumed office, he freed 1 Dr. Esiama, and that is why they have it as 7 others. So I'll keep it as Dr. Duffuor and 7 others. Ladies and gentlemen, in view of the above, Ghanaians, including us, the minority in Parliament, have since been wondering the legal basis for the entry of a nolli prosequi in the suit under reference by the learned Attorney General, and therefore we deem it appropriate to raise questions produced below for the Attorney General to answer for the benefit of the good people of Ghana. The next question, or question 3, that I may want to ask. Transparency, as indicated in the press release demands the learned Attorney General to explain to Ghanaians the principle of 60-40. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, once a nullius prosequa is entered by the Attorney General or the prosecution, we need not find out, and we don't need to find out questions. But he chooses to, if you read the press release, he chooses to justify why he had done that.
I have a friend who says that we should sing. Is it Ankwanuma? Ankwanuma. Ankwanuma. Nume, nume. Ankwanume. Enume. Ankwanume.
What is this?
Mr. Speaker, we are doing things out of the ordinary for an extraordinary human being. I have a friend who says that we should sing.
Semaniwaya, Onyana Minyayo, Semamodia, Miabonia Fo, to wait. Mr. Speaker, I join the people of Okaikwe North and Ghana at large to mourn the demise of a legend. When you attend any occasion in Okaikwe North, provided I'm present there, they welcome with the song Teresa. Whether it is of funeral, it's Teresa. Whether it's adoring, it's Teresa. And this music has brought a lot of hope to so many Ghanaians. I am praying, like my honorable member said, let's not just smile towards each other. Let's mean words.
This is a man whose music cut across all ages, from the young to the middle age to the old. And how he did it is still a marvel to some of us. That every year since 1992, or let's say 89, when he started with
your wife, just play that Lumba's music and you'll be fine. Mr. Speaker, even if you want to go and do Galamsey, play that Lumba's music and you'll be encouraged. Mr. Speaker, the man is a legend. If you want to know, with your wife, you have a problem, just play Odo me pewa sempa o na abwa hia pem 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 Odo me pewa sempa o na abwa hia na mpira di pantia me pewa sempa o hia na wan kira di pantia that day me pewa semu bebre. Your wife is good to go. Mr. Speaker, Babia de Pakoshe Akoshe to Krum. Mr. Speaker, this is for the Galamsey people. Munga Babia at the Pakoshe Akoshe to Krum. So you know that you know where to go and harvest. Mr. Speaker, so as for that Lumba, if you're a young man, Mr. Speaker, if you're a young man and you want to make life, listen to that Lumba's music. Eda Ghana for nyina ene ewiase amansan nyina esu onyumtini kese a ne din ede Charles Kojo Fosu a dodo na friend that Lumba. Now yehwe enema papa Daddy Lumba,
Honorable member, please, let's go by the rules.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. Mr. Speaker, I will be happy to translate after I've concluded with the tree into the English language. If you can indulge me, please.
Very well.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, Daddy Lumba Abwa Magana Din Apeja Bibri. I believe and I know that Daddy Lumba has actually made Ghana I would say.
And so, even the parliamentarians yesterday mourned the legendary Daddy Lumba, Charles Kojufosu. So still in today's edition of the Daily Graphic, 32 years ago, I've bid farewell. Daddy Lumba foretells death. MP calls for state-assisted burial. SNIT's strategic investment stabilize economy. Digital's achievement at Diamond Jubilee launch. Ensure to protect yourself against uncertainties. Insurance companies urge Ghanaians. And GTech begins arrest prosecution of honorary PhD holders. The Ghanaian Times. Noli prosequi in UniBank case, I acted in nation's interest, that says the AG. President Mahama, other former leaders pay glowing tribute to Daddy Lumba. Individuals who validate ghost names will be held liable, says C&AG. Daily Guide, UniBank bloated accounts by 2.1 billion Ghana cedis, according to the AG. Minority attacks AG over Dufour. Tension in Mansoton to Chrome over Asanko gold mines. NSA scandal, 181 million Ghana cedis, additional roads uncovered. NPP flag bearer race kick starts. The Chronicle, Forestry Commission CEO sues Impact Media for 20 million Ghana cedis. Kwesi Boche Jr. challenges AG's narrative in Edubuahin's trial. And INEC justifies decision to free Dufour and others. Last but not the least is the inside industrial fisheries sector faces collapse. GTA, Gita won, petition President Speaker over controversial fisheries bill. Asanko Gold stokes tension again at Mansoton to Chrome with planned use of military to guard mining concessions. AG closes in on Wuntumi others as a contaminating scandal. Others are set to go to court. And SNIT at 60. Ghana's pension future must embrace informal workers, says the Vice President. Inti enemi sumari brofo emrachi bedwafie for kai Daddy Lumba na enwa ne won krata ni mu AG ensemo a enura wodi tudwa wa accountability series na se no so won krata ni mu yebo bi kiremu edom kuma no anu yi enu nti adwa ne kwaku atena sie omode eno ebedom mu emom anope yebekọ ya mane bofo no ya tese wo kuma se enkran kwantimpon yi so a Asante Achem South ho baby dwaso emfimfini honom no dwaso eni atwede nkwanhia bi esi ho enura ama obogu Sevia Church fo no omukọ eyie no omuba kwanhia ne si enipa dunsia kananananananana nti anope yi hyehyehye yebebusa ye correspondent no na wama ye enchemu kakra and still yebeka boko asem if we say enenso enkrata na sign dia ba yebusa obi ofri bindu kai Steven Atubiga yebusa no se ohwa esi amanyofo ka ho bi opepa so omode bekonkon nani ho enra Richard Kumado oye security analyst kan yesi studio apendwan se amanyofo nya so mfaso enti no pepa no eni ho no ama abedwafo mba yin so ebi so keka bisa se bre na wiedru se ye be se kire ni mu aka kira amanyofo se ayeye otom na munyai ni amoye no enti ye ne no ebedi enkomo and net 29th July MPP for ABA wo nomination no enti wo mo pese wo gina preference atuni ni dibre no wono mo eneya kosibosume entem 28th August to 29th to 28th August 29th July to 28th August wonum ABA for nomination say unim say 31st January no ombe yi frank atuni ni no omo say omo file nomination ni wia vetting beba so a September 22 September 15 to September 22 in petition bia we be ebedu September 30 ne die na do petition no na wo de aba afei omo the publication of nominees beba betudwa October 8 and oma koye balloting October 10 notice of poll said the balloting is koye baby obi adeda and said ombeto aba no ebeba October 17 na chese 31st January no mato aba ti ba October 17 ne die na anu aboboa tina bo se sa ento abo na asane nam ne mu ba bedu sa brande na aye kese pa o madwen ahwe kwan se kwabotwefo ese ko ba ne se tai bi kosi aka se na no makoye nsesan ye wo o mu party constitution ni mu enti we no special super delegate voting bia mem special voting bia mem ti se nipa duonu kura ne beyi wo mu tia nipa duonu no a adato nipa no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Brian a champion, Honorable Kennedy Japan, Honorable Brian a champion, Honorable Kennedy Japan, Honorable say I will do chum seche bruni ofa ye ebuache ja akumenya num no yatisa de ni mo be konsia engineer kwabena Japan enson Maka Brian Brian kura no di kan na me boni mienu nti yenya nson nti ko mabro saa enum na omo pe no nanso omo si o emfa ho anye kura bi mo besia beba beba akiri nti se omo ye du kura omo be kwa akoto aba no 31st January na mo mekoba se omo anya dudu ss omo nya se omo constitution ne kire no wa anya majority of the voter runoff on be con 14 February nti Valday no na eba ne say runoff bebemu na enye wonum eye runoff no nti enei wonum ebie nomination eye 29th July 2025 ebe toaso akosi bosome entem nanso say eja ensuo de pese woni yekokwa no abro ne ntem timi ye sure sene no enkrofo be hyase na wo mo akono enten adwa ne kwaku atena se die yenka jenguma Stephen Atubi Gaba enye me momudi nkura ansa mama nkomra ne nyakwan aseresere kakra no so obi so pe eti Stephen Atubi Ga wo ye binduri dehye na o se ye security analyst for ne case political will eni ho se bokon sense me ye betimi aso ano a ofo aso ne nyina so ene se Atubi Ga ma chen ye da se anopai
yeah, machi michia ma chefo ni motiefo nyina magana fo nyina achi michia obi na meda maso se mama me akonya se me kasa mo fidi kase we so
yes you da se waje enso nya confirmation one the poor boy from Binduri no
me pa cha wan
international se ufri Binduri pi
kusasi ni pi me yero si ya mampushi ni nyina every royal homes
okay na enra na wo ka se security analyst for no ka se political will ni ho a ofo aso e de enti na ofo aso
me da city o hwe ye esrem ho no mo na every ahini no eya na ewo efie mu a eya na ebia papa dia nti wewu a na nia kitwa we edi ewua na we so edi anase bia omuye papa no ware mienu
okay
na different gates nti say we dia na we edi a wewu but there's always political interference in takwa uhu a esi wo sremi nyina there's political interference ebia papa no omo nananom wo omo mienu
okay
with different wives anase enianom nti baako UP ena eba ya abedu MP na baako nso nkruma ena ediswa ababeduru CP ababeduru NDC so we share yen so yen the only not the only tribes efie bia no both MPP wo ho PNC wo ho NDC wo ho no mo ye nyina bai ye didi chance ba ko mo fie ba ye kwa abonte ye nim ye ho ba ye ba fie we are one because ye no share yen notness now politically we don't matter we are always used to cover a vacuum to say MPP say omo fara ne meta the fa nodna ye pepepe ni aka and they say onye card bearer member krana or bring something on board to balance the equation so to the meter into na aliwa ye fa na no onye MPP party card but the entakwa ni nyina no HRC especially make me aka and then ni abudu no say MPP NDC and infiltrate ya kucha Bakuti and Nyamencha President Nanado. Famody as I'm saying the roadmap need to in place or man direction no mutimi implement here. What you say? And at the same time Boko so no I be no money what have you omona started buzia omukran try say mampushi for leader omukran no try so mo bombe nkruma wo kulugungu no but kwa me nkruma ka so obi andi no so no kusasi fo no ahini bia tribe bia enchusu ne paramount omunko di mo so nti buzia mo overthrow nkruma yes ano buzia mo overthrow nkruma yeva overthrow no omoji from kusasi for the mampushi for
overthrow nkruma no.
Yes, and omoji ahini free kusasi for at the mampushi for no.
Okay.
And your friend say, first no kwano, now you kusasi ni kwa now di MPP you are traitor, they eliminate you. Na say na ni biaba under President Kofosu ni biaba ye. Eno timi kasa chiro hino ma kwa say kusasi ni it is okay so bit na man purushi ni because kusasi bia those days you kun you free one mo. Me kai say President Nanado mo babu chire 50 years ne cousin 50 years. Omo frame say me Boniface omo ti ase. Omo frame say me be candidate mo ewo benduro on post me free alajibo na boda so ti ase ye current regional chairman for the NDC was attribute unnim na wo si ha na e be twauti
dia said ya wo ke kan dia asa no ehima ya no pay kakra.
I am telling you the truth, you be twauti straight up ena kusasi ena mampushi for no so no Rollins edit a democracy northern region or the NDC kono ofre Mampurushini Impenin for which late okay regional minister bino ko Mecca kokon who fefe bino oku Mecca upper East regional minister and the Rollins no your friend Sheriff Guma.
Okay.
Okay no. One no Rollins friend e friend me papa no. Me papa wo me. E friend your friend say e friend Abklitus Avokamu otiase. E friend onu nyata say look muna kurunye mu de kusasi for by the political power no Mampurushi for no the sheriff and said uncle introduce NDC the whole upper east in the sheriff energy as Mampurushi ni NDC introduce the whole upper east me papa nya akonya eba MP for 2 terms. So just to tell you that you were traditional power they said the political power that's how Rollins did it. Then Rollins made sure yourself of obia or mobia actual undertaking so munni na ntakwasi ukrom ha both parties not afraid my leadership ni na sign a bond.
Okay.
And omo da nti ntakwasi wo hope no abetu avocado in avocado prison there 2 years. Please avocado I mean a lot of leadership. And most ntakwa nejai because the NDC were power. Now NDC for no misbehaving say or power intimidating and the Mampurushi too will start the fight. So they are from Accra no matter numti. Some people super power because President Akufo-Addo na Mampurushi for no lawyer.
But to be got 93, 95. Now Rollins no one so Tokano signed by.
Yes, that's how he make us no to handle in Takwano or my opinion leaders next and a bond. Ntakwasi about the show. Ntina Ntakwana anos ebrasino. So President Nanado na Mampurushi for no lawyer 2003 and Akufo.
Okay.
Omuko protest omuko Supreme Court omuka say omuni na ibi omugina so omu achia so omba court bi mu no so what they mention as so they thought the President Nanado by he will repeat the same to obeji ahini ama omu say na ne papa eye President Nanado ba say look embrane chese Supreme Court chese kusasi for na ye ahini omu ne kura hono under the leadership of Naba Aburago Azoka II no John Waba as president wa ambase munyina mu ho TV so President, your friend say, Vice President Mahmoud Baumia, also called the same thing, or addresses our Bani Papa, ni Papa na ye or hini, Kusasi for Nikura Ahinino, or no ba Oba as a Vice President, was not Bahasa as a presidential candidate, or recognizing Kusasi for no as Naba Azoka Bogrago as Ohin. The entire lack of will, no say, no MPP was no. Obi ababedi ohini on illegal work impersonator wakodi hini wa baby and session command kokrom ho oda so kokrom ho so both NDC and MPP we are all guilty.
So can it so the any President Mahama so statement no mo make reference say or call campaign or kan ho ne.
Okay, President Nyaminchadie President John Dramani Mahama. Dinti ameka say Nyaminchadie no. He's the first president or experimented something differently in trying to resolve the issue, which I applaud him with that, because you used to Ghana Mrano, Ghana Mra ebo ahemfunyina ho ban through the National House of Chiefs say ya gazette or hinibi not ya kunya la ye hini say what is for 40 years or 41 years ni our National House of Chiefs mo wa lead Libya nti obi kodi or hini foforo na it is against the law also Mra na jinidi Mra enini Mra na chiefs or hini na okodi or hini no illegal or cause and skin as or hini illegal or na lerugu nso no mami na yire no or gambaga na lerugu walwali ni nyina eyo territory, and you must drive 4 hours before you get to Bawku. You go about 2 hours to Bolaga and then to Bawku. We don't have anything. Your tradition is different. Your memory, yes, is different. Your festivities, your president is different. And you know, National House of Chiefs by and son, any my dear friend, no Kindanes, no much you so Tindana, your moi, Asasura, Omugunsa. Okay. A comfort, yen practice, and he needs into the Dagomba for no money. We are forced to choose a leader, Nava Azoka Bugragon, as it's because of Siciano, as the paramountcy. So
originally no enka mu de o kasa mu amu himfafo
ye kusasi for no ka mu nyi ohene na mu otendana a o hwa asase so a wo yi apaye. Thank you. And I will share the whole Kusasi land made out of the 6 districts, no, 34 divisional chiefs, about 25 sub chiefs now under nipa ba ko kra ni wo kra na oye mampurushini ana nipa ba ko mampurushini bia ni won so a ogunsa e wasase no. So besides that also the population of the Kusasis are almost 1 million. The mampurushi for best settle o for yire no mo amba itan no bet na ho no mo no. They came and married our uncle, our sisters, our mothers. Obia mampurushi bokunina so ne maame anye Kusasi ni a ne nana ye Kusasi ni ete say ne bantama na say mosizonga de ma say ni asori ochina yesi ye pesi edi hene. It will not be possible. So what is happening in there no is lack of political will na manesa. But for the first time President John Dramani Mahama edi ne nyansa edi ne nimonyam ni na adwene hu se ye de afa emra kwan so akokọ ta asere da soko ne mo yemfa ma ohenkese bi ote kokoso asante ni o my Ghana kura no certain bibi to say bibi kura na just or then who count to say from first time this what you say and oji no CC asem no na o CC Dagomba andani abudina andani de no so say papa na aye or this structure say put in place na ya sorry you misbehave we sorry no the two akobo we pan we kunu or inibi wan wa kunu pan say no we the Kusasis and the Mampurushi, it is our responsibility say we accept peace first and sana ubi abetimi settle here. So I think say the ASC, and I think that is the best way to go. Okay. Because look at the amount of resources are buying say where you could more. I am speaking this, I am saying this as one of the opinion leaders say it's unacceptable. I don't accept a Kusasi or Mampurushi or Bijina baby, no Bonitu or Big Ewanipia. So we are all there, Mama, for the past 50 years today. What is the
okay. And
all we have seen is guns. Minina kwala brem ABC nano. And yele sebi me betena santi me ko sku ba na kama rebe se e kan nentwie me hu nyina papa me ni ade a me ni nkwa yetu. There is no job enough there. There is nothing in Bawku there. There is all government facilities na kura firi ho. Akora wadi me age ade a wonim yetu. Ye kwala brem ye na nanu mo kire ye papa no.
Enu na ya na eye ya tete na eye ya reho se ebe kwa kosida ben na mabunu omo wo hwa na nkwada nkum omo ba no omo benya kwan akọ school na omo so abenya abrabo foforo.
Mama, so anya nesa when teacher there is no future for any northerner in the upper east there me the upper east crowd come Bawku. So anya teacher anya nesa there is nothing for you. We use kwa na ho omo amene omo nyini omo akọ school mama okohu omo sene eyi ewe ho no na omo chen ye na nanom apart from basically there is nothing there. Wakonya farming cry na asase no kura no uton we dey kwahe one farmer sentiment baby and beton whatever meaning for more and 9 who 10,000 that the whole year who be that there is nothing there mama and I'm surprised no one who said udu walia now while for man pushing for moon kaboko for no Yenamu ni bibia because we bet now kroma or part and parcel of you. Na car chemo na kwabnani edi two boom. Car chemo party nobody two boom. I mean, are we living in the jungle? So I think that it's how I support government. Or me, even if they have to let us sleep 24 hours, I am with it because we are too stubborn. We don't think. We don't know that beyond the guns there are develop your free BB development, your free BB club, your free BB say hotels, your free BB say infrastructure, your free BB say government. Look at what you say on my night. There is nothing there. There is nothing. The only thing.
And not just a poverty, bewohopa.
Oka poverty cry. Oka poverty cry. Meaning where I would be exaggerated. That's when you are more. I do be any too. The only thing every Bawku person could say or man put trust in Bawku today. And you need to through the barrel of guardian him no. Yeah, papa, me say so much men are not training me, papa. Yeah, you in collaborate. Me so the same thing. Me must 7 years, 5 years, what have you? So me the honor now by me fear. They know where to go and take a gun and defend the house. That is, I have to also put that in my children. I'm being honest with you today.
So what training will last 7 years?
Yes, my children that are in Accra, they know where to run and go and get their father's gun, and they know how to shoot.
But then you are not helping.
I am helping because I won't let some lunatic take 20 Ghana bullets, come to my house. You know now they are going to people, come to my house because me know, come and kill my family. No. My 7 years, 10 years, 5 years knows where to go and take daddy's gun and know where to hide and take it because I've trained them the corners of my house all. I've trained them where to go and hide when there's difficulties.
Now, Sano, have you thought of the risk and omuso omunia said ya omubeka say ye ba betwasa fighting so at what point and ye be breaking this war cycle?
Ye movie a sebi ya tena sentiment mo ye bi kakra. What you say? Tell your children, don't go and start a fight. Tell your children, no, don't go for trouble. Tell your children, fighting is not good. War yet. And me minister na me kana seno. Me papa the firstborn me papa no papa the firstborn Samson Buma. This is the royal. I'm just trying to tell you. You say I Hassan Ayarga mami e mampurushini. Your friends say, Mama Yarga, Mammy, and Mampurusini. But beyond that, we are here back. It is unfortunate, say, politics. Interquest was Reminano. Yan quite politicians, you see, I'm being honest with you, I'm so frustrated, say, or he will Kumasi, our Ekusasi for him, Asante Hini, Asante Memu, or Saya Binduri in his subdivisional chief. No Kwabnania for 2, Aquabono. Maybe a man pushing even so nam baby, no be up for 2, Aquabono. We are all armed to the teeth because Onama, Usha was increasing security. Maybe I'm saying there's a car woman, but bullet, it doesn't know when the bullet is flying through your car. It doesn't know, say, your friend is saying, a macho man can't do with you because bullet. Amoka bullet in
the lack of political will now watch said the amanyo for bem near day and sumuna muye ni paba we be aka say sadia and yes amanyo for noa MPC no any both sides MPP NDC omo free work kusasi for mampusi for yemfo omo mu basim bambo wom yemfo omo nko na omo nko gina oni omo nkasa mampusi ni kusasi for te said ya woni abre a why frustrated a wo kasa say yenuanom entokwa ede be kwa kosi hin monhwe se mpuntu obi ani ha monhwe se de ye kuro ya tete agija na omo hu se amanyofo ne kra mpene so entina wo mu ebechi wo mu kra mo magai ufo aso
mame me kachire kuro ni nyina se yenye careful su aye friend yes and su ne be me kachire si ana entakwate si ho bibie ni ho ye janya ba nkramemu na asantememu ebi wo ebi ten ewo nantwie ho ebi eto nantwie ebi ye kayaye ebi wo foyo ebi wo articulator station ebi wo nima ebi wo bantama ebi wo mosizongo ebi wo sawaba ebi wo amokom eneno ye adwuma bomu when we are in the cities there is no difference between Kusasi or Mampurisu at the stations ye adwuma bomu. But see now, who started killing each other in the cities. So they spread it to the extent say the secondary schools while is a Kusasi niba eco school on Masina High School, a Yina Kohonoma, Namako campus, Namako Chin, Abonitu, the same thing in Bawku, the machine and placement in the Akora, if you while Mampurusini, edit the Kopo Kohonoma, Nakusasi Akoisa Korana, Yabonitu. What are we doing? So say kunkume si okumase te kunkume si ashama honomo yensianya and pepe for yensianya. We have to learn beyond the barrel of the gun. Ye kuya ho ye mu bi kachira omo about the week na me catch ene ndra me buso obi ya me somo he baby e die duro. So until we accept say Bawku, there is no way that me na santini this year awo twene bo ya wo baako abrochi ni share na wo ye me na no ne me mba pa omo nye say omo ntimi ni Asanti akonya na mane yede enye yeda because ochinu mutanya oye tampiri oye Kusasi mama sauti de meche na sino
metiasienti esese okai se eden obeko back to Kusasi asase so. Thank
you. And no matter what no asanti amamre mu no oye oba mo yese oba ba ne di ehine ewa asanti ana meboa but ne papa ye pepe ni so the mechana
2% chese oya dan ya be ka che ni say sebi uye tani unfiri ha unni ade wa ha
because maame papa eye tani unya santini o maame eye santini ampa ba yen enam say ya mamre no senka mi ya santini say maame na be di akwara na ne de nka ne mba betimi abedi hine da achi ana meboa but enam say me pepe ni no
say ahini ya nti so na ade yi so ayere tawi yo.
Thank you. So, if I say parliamentary, the parliamentarians of the Mampurushis and the Kusasis have a responsibility to come together, hold each other in parliament, that they represent to say, look, enough is enough. We in parliament here, we see each other as one. Then the same thing, the National House of Chiefs will force the Nairi to say that, look, edi kodomani na no omuna na asante ne otiko poso na screen chief liquid so anameboa
ani
etisa asante ne domahini mintia say misunderstanding in krobi office omuna entitled unso omani abi anka trefo anka tuo na omo de beden tuo ne ejan na omo be kowo but now I'm saying you know both of them are handling maturely to the same class ba kokoje injunction eto ba ko so say eyewe emma because my territory and ameboa they didn't kill each other but yen not necessarily now no we kura kutokuro yen nim tioto na yakoto AK the same omo mobile soldier for no bad peacekeeper omo na tonton in tuo no so di tuo we left no akoto am right
sir
yes that is what is happening
we are omo from self evidence bra ubenya.
Mama, I am telling you what is happening there as a native, and then they are allowing smuggling of guns from Burkina to. I am telling you what it is. And government knows. Intelligence, government, whether NDC or MPP, we have shared intelligence with them. That's why there's no good when they stay for long, they become corrupt. They start friending, either of a friend who could and I say, and then they take money. People are able to infiltrate and take money and from sponsors. Normally, they are certain bad soldiers. Mami Krobia, there are bad. You call peacekeeping, say. Soldiers, I'm called peacekeeping. I will Lebanon, what have you know. I can say without fear. Just straight bullets, it's normal. But the Honomono, Oko wars on peacekeeping. No matter what, Sebi, the two of them can be. Because any Crawford man no mukuno come a peacekeeping because they sacrifice their lives. Until I condemn any shooting in any car soldier for Emma escort. I don't support Mobia.
I'll try a bad day. Aje a two said you can dear if you be a muyanya cry benya to me and son ewo bokwa sasso. Until on mine bad day I retrieve those arms.
That is where it is here, and I support the enforcement of peace through His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I support him efforts here about peacekeeping. then we are going to enforce the peace on you. And that's exactly what I support the government, the defense minister, and the soldier for the A. And my only plea is that more monkoye bias. And for the person, me bought John Dramani Mahama Abaso Anape because for the first time in the history of this country, or taking another direction or the solve problem, they are more to call courses on ye. Name says he and Tina, ye boy, who to say moi, ye qua now unia, Sebi Manoda Sofinas, unia to one who to say Ebia, or Soya or Chin or Janka. Now you two up on the pain, I don't support it.
Okay.
Which I urge everybody should condemn it. Or be a paper ni eye where you more kuzat na mamprushini to no for so on to ni animal for your yes, we are stakeholders level, your casachobia is unacceptable.
All right. Stephen, you better was no pay.
Yeah, bro. Answer na mekono. Yeah, bro, today was a santi memu, ye be doko, ye be kaya ye. Yeah, bro, today one cramemu, ye be pedi a coffee. But ye bani about kuya when ye extend yabaha. Monsha siam pamye. Stop giving us rooms. If that is the various nyachumi kuyawa, monje munani nan free and say nan pamye. So we know that we have nowhere to go in the cities to come and say landlord biano shatia pamye ni maya dying. Yes, Akufia will learn lessons say and tna nyejuma totu abuba and fam mankrofo say and say mine.
Okay. Yeah, that's bibia ni aibesiaba. Stephen Atubiga binduri this year na chese oye kusasi ni onu akran so kan na ensem ne ha no enti o chese se oman no se amanyofo nya pepa no a ye betimi akona na kura de ase fire na watoto no wakache ni nuanom wawai kuro nanim akache omu se mumye nya se ye ku ye hu se sebi emmoa ni entina se nuanom efri se moja na ewo kusasi ni mu no sa moja na ani bi na o mampusi ni na ye nyina nso ye nipa baako ya wareware ye ho ye nananom ne ade enti we de mampusi fo ni kusasi fo mo amunua Steven ene modeshi Atubiga ene etumufue adwo ebo agye na kwaku ani mado omatena se mi beda wo modia na Steven Atubiga call no ba ya ene na esesi di nkomo ntima na wo modi bra ne sister me mamu achi
ya ena sister
na mo ho te sen
me adomo wa
sister no ye ho ye ana pere wadi nkomo
ya dwa edu ba bi afi na misuro se mi hu se wo ye ya si adwa misuro nsem no ka no fire
eye I say atano obre
so I frustrated amen toto
we misroso na me interview
misroso na me na minim so obetutu jasa enra no na ye ne kasa wo peace na said ye na all church ade no I was like ss mpenifo tenenka ehu se asem a okan bi ayeti a bibi pa bi betimi afiri mu aba won adwa se ye kan na ayeti se won firi ho won ti ho unim ho asem wose me firi ho mete ho me yekusase me yere so ye mampurusi ni nti minim ni ameka nsem no de na ano ahyede edu ba bi so a esese enu ase obi text message a wode ba o say sister ya yenya wo mu no wo mu enku wo mu ye ntumi nye ne sa ye say ye manage conflict ase ye krokro no ye dada no ye ne kakra ye defe no na say Atubiga say ade ye defe no ye
me gidi this approach no so de bananka yenya no na ombenya afraka no ho
no musunsun na yen try
share no so be adwuma mo ho no afede afono ho esi do no afono tigare don so betimi ayi
ti o hwe ni nua kusase ani no waka chen se bra chai tuo na emwa yen asemo but ajo kan bibi so shock mi o se ne ma 7 years ni no munim toto wunim toto
kan me mo sheme bo mina na
wọ́n mú bí da mi tó bò bí wúkúrà mi wọ́n ṣe mẹ́mi o na mi twẹ́ mi wọ́n.
mi fún ni kura yẹn pẹ́. mi fún ni kura.
ẹsọ ọsọ ọdẹ bọ́ ni mo bá yìí.
ètò yẹ jíjí fo.
n sẹ ya saa sẹm na ọka no wohwẹ aman a ẹyẹ ana leaders ne nsa yẹ den ne adeɛ no wọn sọ ɔman ma no kora nkasa no ɔnyɛ leader o wọn sọ na etimɔdin bi aba abɛhyɛ ne mu deɛ ɔka ɛnyɛ ne pɛ sɛ ɔbɛkyerɛ ne ba no wàá sɛ baabi a
situation no sɛ wankyerɛ no
saa na
ɔpa kyerɛ sɛ deɛ ɛkɔ no wonyɛ ne hwee koraa oyɛ a ɔmo kasa school ni a ɛkoko obi ɔsua adeɛ ne nkeka ne adeɛ nti nano no sɛ no na education officer ne ka sɛ sukuu mu akwadaa bɛ school ɛfo sɛ ɔna ban bɔ papapaa wɔ ade nso eno so be de ebeboa
ya kakakra yenkwe
yo ebusuafo madaroma na de bonkrata mu nsem kakra ya ba ena de to manimu yi de bonkrata daily graphic e de abeto dwa wo si social security and national insurance trust SNIT wo mo eye oman ni mu adwuma wode won dwetire ahyehye nnwuma dodo mo sen aban na so oman ni nnwuma bia na chese oman invest wo mo e wo shares e wo companies bebremu na chese wode eye adwumafo entete wo sika no wode ye adwuma de di pa manfaso abaso ene wonya bi e di ahwe adwumafo e wo ebre o makwa ahomgie mu etu wo sesa wo so wo sese a Ghana ye sika samo tina tibia ye wo mu sese yi enwuma
amama ye mamumo na ye da mo asese mo ate ase mfidie hu adwuma na mo bi mu ma ye feedback say o ase ye ntem nka mo sound no nti Facebook for nko ana na enya ye nti na prekompe ye free mframamu no na enye ebo apayo say ye nka hwe nkyere mu na ye gya mo saa na nso mfidie hu adwuma mo fa nkyɛn afi yakototo ni amanu kama nti aba TV ba na Facebook enso eba ti enti na daya na ye hye mu kran se wunya ye o TV a ana se wo ya wo de ye akohwe yen so wo Facebook na wo benya ye wo YouTube Ghana ye stream wo live and afi YouTube nso ye wo ho ye ne mo anso na edi dwuma say it's all about you and nti se bibini na uhu wote enkoyi a wo de ka che mo keka ye no ano na che se wo mo ti Facebook wo no kenkan bibu ame no ehu ye se ase ye feedback no eniama enkoyi papa na wonum akwa keka niama esieni eninti bibia atutum ti se wote enka ewo TV ne so a wo de mame high five kekewai mame high five ewo Facebook comment so Facebook no 1 minute say ya mi TV ne ba edem se wo hwe ewo digital ne so a eno anu no wo hwe wo DSTV a channel 360 360 eno so eno no se ya analog ne so a phone wasia wo de miente won ka say minyamo kama modem koyon na yehu se unyaye pacho ye twa ye hu tiawa ye ba ye beto aso